2023 is treating us so well. Like all of the cozy gamers are well fed this year. There has been so many great releases, and a couple of them I do want to touch on as well that have just released and you can already play. But we also have so much to look forward to. So I also really want to have the main focus of today's video be on a lot of amazing looking cozy and wholesome games that will be releasing somewhere this year, probably. Some of them have an exact release date, some of them have an estimated release date of this year, and there are just one or two that I have to put on your radar to keep an eye on that we're not entirely sure yet if they will release this year, but just they're so good. We have to chat about them. So let's dive right into it. I do want to briefly interrupt to talk about today's sponsor, which is Temu. Temu is so kindly sponsoring today's video again. Temu is a great website to get basically everything you need at super affordable prices. And they have now actually also launched a Dutch website. And to celebrate that, there's like up to 90% off of the website. So fellow Dutchies, I would highly recommend checking the website out as well. They also have adorable and functional Nintendo Switch accessories that are super cheap and basically always on sale. There's, for example, Joycon replacements if yours has some Joycon drift or you just want a different look. There's also tons of really functional and cool accessories like these special joypad controllers that sort of allow you to almost make your Switch into a sort of tiny TV setup. But there's also really cute cases, such as this pink protective case that I absolutely love. It's definitely something that I would use as well. But there's also very cute themed stuff, such as this Splatoon case that has the Splatoon colors, and you can also get special thumb grips with them to really make your Switch entirely Splatoon themed, or you can go for an Animal Crossing inspired carrying case, for example. So there's lots of cute stuff to check out. And they gave me a special code that you can use to get an extra discount off. So I will put that on the screen. You can also find it in my description box and in the top comments. So make sure to use that if you're going to be purchasing anything from the website, because it will get you an extra discount. And to top it all off, I have a special offer for you because you can get a Nintendo Switch with an extra discount from their website. So the Switch is already cheaper on their website than it is on most other websites. And then you get the exclusive offer plus a 30% off, which makes this Switch so much cheaper. I would definitely recommend to check it out if you don't have one already, or if you maybe want to gift a Nintendo Switch to someone, and it will allow you to save over $100 on a new Nintendo Switch. So if you love deals, I would definitely recommend checking out Temu, and thank you so much Temu for sponsoring today's video. So first I want to chat about 3 games that have just released, and 2 of them I have already chatted about with you in my last video that is talking about sales, because these games were on sale back then. So the first game is Roots of Pacha. I'm sure you have heard of this one. It has definitely been making the rounds in the cozy game community, and this is a farming sim with a fun twist, which is always my favorite thing, is when we do get the sort of classic farming sim elements that we all love, or at least I love, and I think a lot of you as well. Just the general farming mechanics, doing your daily routine, befriending the townsfolk, romancing them maybe, you know, all of that stuff, but with a twist when they add something unique to it to refresh the whole gameplay. And Roots of Pacha definitely did that, because this is actually set in the Stone Age, so it's a completely different setting than what we're used to. They also really play into this aspect, so the animals that you get to domesticate are definitely Stone Age themed animals. Most of them we don't really see around anymore, and you are also able to get ideas, which I'm guessing is like sort of like inventing the wheel for the first time, you know, stuff like that, because obviously it's in a Stone Age and you can actually discover crops for the first time and grow them that way. So that looks super fun, and it's definitely a game that I personally want to try out. I haven't tried it out yet, but yeah, that's a new release. And another game that has very recently released this year is Mealtime. This is a cottagecore inspired game, and if you're not familiar with cottagecore, it's basically, well, maybe it would be better if I put like some pictures on the screen so you can sort of see the aesthetic, because it's really hard for me to explain in words a certain aesthetic. But yeah, it's definitely more to do with like nature and the coziness of it as well. And you can so see that in Mealtime. So in Mealtime, you play as this little meal scout, I believe it's called, and you are here to deliver meal to your friendly, cute forest neighbors. So you live in this huge forest, which looks amazing, and it has some light platformer style elements too, so you're just like traveling around through the forest delivering the meal. The dialogue also looks adorable for this one. Next on my list for a game that has just released is The Witch of Fern Island. It's released on the 1st of May in 2023, so a very recent release by the time I'm filming this. Also a heads up, this is currently also on sale for 20% off as a sort of like introductory offer, and the sale ends on the 8th of May. So this game is still currently out in early access, so keep that in mind. There will be more developments coming, more updates, and all of that stuff. And in this game, you are welcomed to Fern Island. This is a lush, temperate isle home to 3 great magical cultures, including one bright-eyed newcomer, April. After crashing onto the island during her travels to a magical academy, the young witch makes the most of the situation, still eager to become a full-fledged witch. Instead of waiting idly for her arrival, the Academy of Witches also decided to use this as an opportunity for young April to demonstrate her mastery of magic and unveil the secrets of the mysterious island. But know this, becoming the Witch of Fern Island isn't just about passing exams, it's about finding your place in the world, making friends, and most importantly, finding joy within every passing moment. Gameplay that I can see of this game looks so fun. You can fly on a broom. So yeah, this is another recently release. Alright, diving into the upcoming games now. The first one that has a definitive release date is Everdream Valley, and this releases on May 30 this year. So Everdream Valley is a farming adventure with a dash of magic. By day, you restore your quaint homestead into a summer paradise, raise crops, care for animals, and rebuild to your heart's content. At night, you can inhabit the various farmland creatures through your dreams and bring enchantment to the valley. So you get your little homestead that needs some more attention, and there sure is a lot to do. A variety of fruits and veggies to cultivate and a vast collection of animals to raise. You'll need to protect your crops from pests and keep your animals fed, healthy, and entertained, all the while getting the resources to repair and expand your little summer paradise. You can explore the open world to find more adventurous animals, collectibles, and get to the bottom of what's giving you these magic dreams at night. So this is again something I love, like the art style for this. Amazing. It looks so cute. We have our classic farming sim elements that I personally love, raising livestock, farming, sort of grinding a little bit to expand, but there's this twist again, a magical twist this time, and I'm very curious to see how they're going to implement this sort of like inhabiting animals at night and all of that stuff. So looks super fun, and yeah, releases at the end of May. Next on my list is Paleo Pines, which releases fall of this year, and it will also release on a Nintendo Switch and other consoles too. So if you would rather prefer to play this on a Nintendo Switch, then don't worry, it will also release there. And Paleo Pines is a charming island known for its friendly dinosaurs, quirky townsfolk, and mysterious past. Set out with your companion Lucky to uncover the island's secrets and befriend new dinos. Then enlist their help to fix up your ranch and farm crops to create your cozy dino sanctuary. I love it so much. Again, I love the art style for this one. Looks super cute and cozy. And I like the twist with dinosaurs. Instead of like your regular chickens and cows, we get to handle dinosaurs now. Again, I'm so excited to see what gameplay is gonna look like for this one and how the dinosaurs are gonna impact the whole game. Next up is Critter Crops. Critter Crops doesn't have a definitive release date yet, but it says that it will be releasing somewhere in Q3 of this year. So anywhere in the next coming months, I think we can expect this game to release. So in Critter Crops, you play as Sylvie, and Sylvie's story begins as a newfound witch that has been chased out of her hometown for her abilities. When she arrives on Mother Island, she discovers she is capable of growing magical critter crops that will aid her in restoring the island to its former glory. You can uncover the secrets of the island by growing magical critters in this isometric role-playing and management game. Again, I love the art style for this one. It looks, I don't know if it's true, but it gives off this sort of like hand-draw feeling, right? And these critter crops themselves also look so cute. Alright, the next one is a game that doesn't have a definitive release date yet. I'm not sure if it's going to be this year, next year, who knows, but I just have to put it on your radar because I fell in love as soon as I saw it, and it's called Fae Fauna. And Fae Fauna is an open-world creature collecting role-playing game combining the very best elements of the genre. You can craft eggs and hatch magical pets as you explore breathtaking environments teeming with secrets, nooks and crannies around every corner. Every rock, every waterfall, and every patch of grass holds something new for you to uncover, and each area holds its own unique story and its own history, waiting to be discovered by you. But also, as you adventure, you will find certain materials that are used for a particular purpose. To craft mysterious eggs by mixing these materials in different ways and hatch new pet companions. This is some of my favorite things. I love animals so much. I honestly love animals more than I love humans. So this sounds like the perfect game for me. And again, I love the art style for this one too. It looks so pretty. So yeah, I just had to put it out there because creature collecting game, I'm immediately like sold. So this is on my wish list and I'm keeping an eye on it. The next one that I want to talk about is the new Harvest Moon game, which is interesting for sure. In my opinion, the latest Harvest Moon games haven't been looking the best. I haven't personally played them. I've been focusing on the Story of Season games, which I preferred more. I felt like after they split, they definitely carried more of the heart of the series. But this one definitely looks intriguing and I want to try it out because it it's looking good and very different from what they have been putting out lately. Looks like they're really focusing on, okay, what does Harvest Moon mean to us? What is the type of game that we want to create? And I just get the feeling that they finally sort of like are getting back to that, if that makes sense. So this one is called Harvest Moon, The Wind of Anthos, and it's scheduled to release summer this year. So it's gonna be a perfect summer game to play, probably. So the plot of this one is that Anthos has always been the home of the Harvest Sprite and the Harvest Goddess, beings who exist to protect people and nature alike. However, about 20 years ago, an unprecedented eruption in Anthos' volcanic region forced the Harvest Goddess and her Harvest Sprites to use all of their powers to protect the people. The people were saved, but the eruption left the villages cut off from each other. Believing that the separated villages and people would one day be reconnected, the Harvest Goddess sent a bottle into the ocean with a letter and a magic key, then fell into a deep sleep until now. The player finds this mysterious bottle and travels to Anthos to help restore it to its former glory. So one of the more fun, unique things about this one as well is that we have 5 unique towns that all have their different seasons apparently, and also their own different villagers, and of course you can also romance some of them. So it just looks really fun and a bit bigger than what they have been putting out before. So I'm very curious to see, yeah, what this one is gonna look like. But that's gonna be summer of this year. Next on my list is Mineko's Night Market. Now this one is set to release in September of this year on Steam, but it already has a Switch page for 2022. So I'm not sure if it already released on the Switch. I'll try and find out. If I can, I'll put the information on the screen here for you guys. So Mineko's Night Market is a game that celebrates Japanese culture while introducing a heartwarming story about friendship, tradition, and many, many cats. Play as Mineko, a curious girl who has just arrived at her new home on a struggling Japanese-inspired island at the base of Mount Fuku. The superstitious locals on the island worship the sun cat, Nico. What was always thought to be a long-told myth has the town puzzled, as sightings of Nico have begun to surface among the residents of the island in recent days. Discover the secrets behind the town and restore the struggling village to its former glory. All the while, manage your daily activities, complete various jobs, venture on whimsical quests, and craft peculiar items in preparation for the weekly night market. But this sounds amazing. I love the art style for this one, very unique again. I also really like that it's inspired by Japanese like culture and tradition, because I love anything related to that. I think it's just always awesome and beautiful. So this sounds like it's gonna be so good, and yeah, we have to wait a couple more months for its release, but I will definitely be getting this one. And then I have one final game that I want to chat about, just because for some of us it will already be available to play in 2023, but others will have to wait. It depends on if you backed the Kickstarter, and it's Puffpals Island Skies. So this is a game that looks very Animal Crossing inspired, and I love the art style for this one. So as soon as I saw it, I decided to back it. I think it was almost a year ago now. I usually don't often back stuff on Kickstarter. It really depends on my monetary situation at that time and if I have any money to back something. But this was definitely one I wanted to back, also because all of the stretch goals looked really good, so I wanted to contribute to reaching those. I purchased something which gives me access to like the alpha game, so definitely very early in development still, to sort of also help test stuff out, and that should be releasing somewhere this year. So that's why I'm kind of putting it on the list now, but also to put it on your radar if it isn't yet. For me personally, I'm really excited for this one. Looks so good, so good. I think the early access will probably be somewhere next year, and then it might not be fully released until 2025, I'm not sure, but alpha access should be this year. And so Puffpals Island Skies is a game about eliciting the nostalgic memories of growing up as a kid, exploring the world and discovering everything for the very first time. From traversing new biomes, meeting new friends, and customizing your very own home, there is no shortage of things to do on these magical floating islands. The cozy, warm, yet adventurous and curious nature of being a kid is something we want our players to embrace when embarking on their journey in Puffpals Island Skies. While living your best life on the Island Skies, you'll have the opportunity to meet and befriend the Puffpals. Whether it's your next door neighbor, your favorite shopkeeper, or a special guest visiting the island, you'll have no shortage of friends. You can build friendships with them, do quests, and even play mini games with them. Each pal will interact differently with you, all requiring unique needs to become best friends with them. It sounds so cool. The art style, I love it so much. It looks so cute and cozy, and I really like that they sort of, all of the plushies that they have, they've sort of implemented in the game as these neighbors, and it reminds me so much of Animal Crossing, and I really hope they'll be able to deliver on this idea of all of these neighbors feeling very unique and you wanting to bond with them like they're just their own personality and character. That's what I love about Animal Crossing, and I really hope they will do that for this game too. It looks so fun. Whew, okay, there we have it. That's it for today's video. Also, don't forget to check out Temu. Once again, thank you so much for sponsoring this video. You can find everything linked in my description box down below. You can also find all of my other social media linked there as well, such as my Instagram, my Twitch, and my Twitter. If you feel like following any of those, you're very welcome to do so. You're also very welcome to join my Discord server, which is also linked in the description box down below. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.